We met through mutual friends at a bar, and he kept asking me to come out to Montauk. I was like, I'm not going out there. I didn't even know what it was. I'm like,
She's
oh
like, what's Montauk?
He's like, you get on a bus, you take it 3 hours, and then I'll pick you up. And I was like, you're not gonna do that.
I can remember Montauk as long as I can remember going anywhere. That's how far back it kind of goes. We would pack up the truck with a bunch of surfboards and fishing poles and stuff like that, and we'd come out here for a few days at a time.
I'm from Boca Raton, so there kind of was no fashion taste, fashion scene. There was nothing. It was Abercrombie & Fitch and Coach. I knew it wasn't for me. Everything that I set my mind to, I got. Like, I was like, I'm gonna be the manager of this store, and that was it. I'm gonna throw these parties. I threw huge parties for Oak. Where I'm at today, a lot of it was just believing in myself and kind of pushing to get there.
Traveling all over the world since I was 14. When I was 15, I won my first pro contest. In a surfing sense, I've always wanted to have good style, and I've always been drawn to those 1970s films and 1960s films where the only thing they really had back then was to define each other was style. It's just like anything else. The music and what you wear and how you surf and the boards you ride all kind of intertwine together and define you as like your own personal style and who you are and what you do and what you like. I think everything that I am right now has defined me by my surfing taste.
I'm into a lot of styles from the 20s and 30s, workwear type stuff, not really like your normal surf wear that a lot of people would wear, baggy shorts and big t-shirts. I have to find this kind of balance where I mix my city look into Montauk. Some of the stuff that I have that I wear in the city I would look insane here. Can I put heels on? Is that weird? And I remember we did it through a text and all he wrote back was just no high heels, period. I was like, and now it's like in the city, it's like always, like I'm always wearing heels, and I've always wanted to feel and have people take me seriously, so I've always been like really high heels, really strong blazer, pants, always looking super serious.
This flannel shirt I've had forever. It's just one of those shirts that I can't live without. I bring it everywhere. It's from Hurley, probably from 6 years ago. It had to have been washed about 300 times.
I dragged him to Isabel Marant for like 2 hours deciding between this sweater and a jacket, and I ended up getting the jacket. I get a package at my doorstep, and I open it up and I see what it is, and I started, I couldn't, no one has ever done anything like that for me, ever. I was like, it's insane, and I was like so excited. I called him like, oh my God, and so just a few weeks ago, I swore on my life I lost it, and I'm pretty sure I cried and I ruined our dinner because I was so upset about it.
Hurley denim again, a plain Hurley white pocket t-shirt, and this is a vintage stock fabric from Pointer Jackets. It's from a good friend of mine's store in Brooklyn called Smith & Butler. They got a bunch of the old fabric and they made them some limited edition jackets.
When people are like, that looks really, really good, but you know, you keep getting comments, but you just, if you don't have that feeling, then it's going to just show that you don't actually feel comfortable in it, you don't like it. So I tend to just stick to what is safe. Small closet is important. Have your basics on everything.
I finished my last film just this past June. It's called Sight Sound. It's a surf film that basically documented the last 2.5 years of my life. The premise is basically just good surfing, different locations that really vary from each other, and music. There's no narrative, there's no titles in it. It's just the editing kind of tells a little bit of a story. The whole first 8 months of our relationship, I was still working on the film. He was still finishing. I was kind of basically not even thinking that this relationship is even going to work, so kind of just doing my own thing. Really? No, yeah. I'm just kidding. Then when he got back, it ended up being, I was helping with him, waiting for him to get done editing till like 5 o'clock in the morning. So our relationship turned from like not being with each other at all to like, ended up being like 8-hour nights just editing, just watching the film over and over and over again. I think any struggles that I have through, whether it's, you know, when we were doing all the editing stuff and all the stress and just anything like that, me being in a bad mood, I think once she showed up, that kind of would all go away. Lisa kind of just always makes me happy, so.